Hello and welcome back to another LEGO review. You may notice that this is a different camera angle from last time. I wasn't particularly a massive fan of the previous camera angle, and I believe it probably looks better from being above, plus it's given me less back problems because I don't have to try and reach around the tripod. This is a continuation of yesterday's, which was the Millennium Falcon. If I slide the box in here, as you can see, both Series 5 microfighters. I'll move that back over again. These are currently £6 each on Amazon, but I believe they're usually £8 each, which for the Millennium Falcon at least I thought was a very good price because it was a very well built set. I don't have as high expectations for this one because to me it looks like there's less parts. I haven't actually done the research as to how many parts are in both of these sets. I'll put them on screen like I said in the last video here. On the box, it's as the other one is very minimalistic. On top it shows us the minifigure that we are getting with this set, which is a First Order TIE pilot. On the back we have the battle scenes on the other one but flipped around, so this is a prominent micro, whatever it's called, micro fighter. I had to remind myself then. Microfighter with the Millennium Falcon, the one I did yesterday, in the background. On the bottom it shows the exact same microfighter as the other ones you can collect. I do want to get these two, but you have to, hopefully you can see that, focus or not. I do want to get these two, but unfortunately you cannot buy them separately, and for me at the moment that's the only feasible way of buying it. So I'm going to time-lapse me building this now and get back to you afterwards. So here we have the completed TIE fighter with the minifigure. I will look at the minifigure first now, and the TIE fighter afterwards. I haven't owned one of these before, but as far as I'm aware, this is more detailed than one of the older Star Wars minifigures would usually be, because I have not, as mentioned in the previous episode, I have not owned a LEGO Star Wars set or LEGO for about 5 years. The helmet has I believe that's an air tube or a tube to help the stormtrooper or TIE fighter pilot breathe whilst he is flying around in the TIE fighter in space. The head is a skin, flesh coloured head. He only has one expression, a very angry expression. Very, in my opinion, Darth Vader-like body and legs. But I suppose that's just because it is the colour black with back printing, typical almost, not Sith, but Empire print on there, Clone Trooper print. I do very much like the helmet because it's a lot more detailed than I was used to with previous LEGO Star Wars which I owned. And obviously it's got the pistol instead of a rifle, or instead of a blaster, a pistol blaster instead of a rifle blaster. There we go, finally got that out, because he obviously doesn't need it as he has the TIE fighter. Anyway, that's the minifigure. Spare parts are over here. There wasn't many spare parts of this one, just the 4 small pieces. And let's get on with the TIE fighter itself, if my camera can focus. It has a red circular glass piece which actually spins. It's not held on there very well, but I suppose if something you like, then there you go. I was actually quite impressed with the build of this. I didn't have high expectations. I didn't really think it could be any or as good as the Millennium Falcon, because I thought the Millennium Falcon was built very well and had a good amount of pieces. But this also has a very large amount of pieces, even though it doesn't actually look like it, because I guess it just doesn't look like that, or I'm just naive. I thought it was very nice, well built, and it's very, very sturdy. It has the flick missiles unlike the other one, like the Millennium Falcon, which has on top the stud launchers, which you press that down. I'm not going to do it because it sends them flying, and I don't particularly want to lose the red translucent studs. But on this one, instead of that, instead of the stud flick, or instead of the stud launchers, it has the missile flickers. So if I'm not going to flick it, but if I push that out, it's instead of just being a stud, it's an entire missile, as you can see there. I think you call it missile. Anyway, as the same as the other one. Let me just get this missile back in there. Same as the other one, it has the seat on top for the minifigure to sit in. I feel like this one goes into this TIE Fighter a lot easier than Chewbacca goes in the Millennium Falcon for whatever reason. However, they've got the same thing on the TIE Fighter as they do on the Millennium Falcon, which they have the studs at the back and the flat part of the plate which it is on at the front, which I think it should be the other way around really, because as you can see on the minifigure, when it's sat down, the back is curved slightly, so those studs are never going to go properly into the bottom of the minifigure. I think it would be 10 times easier to get it into these two stud holes here on the feet of the Lego figure, so I might do what I've done for the Millennium Falcon. Let me get that and turn the seat part around so Chewbacca's feet part goes in there rather than the studs being at the back and the flat part being at the front. I just believe it makes it a lot easier to sit the minifigure in there. But so yeah, that's the TIE Fighter and TIE Pilot microfighters. Keep forgetting the name of that. Very good sets for the price, I believe. There's more, and I'm probably, hopefully, once I get my hands on some more money, gonna get my hands on them. If you've already forgotten which ones they are, let me get the box back. I want the middle one, which comes with... I always forget the name of that, of the walkers. Not walkers, like an AT-AT or something along the lines of that with... I don't know any of the names, I'll be honest. I'm not a really hardcore Star Wars fan, although I do really like it. And this one obviously has Kylo Ren in his... what looks like one of those droid ships, but it's definitely not. And a miniature A-Wing, I believe. Don't quote me on that, I'm probably incorrect. But there we go. This has been the Series 5 microfighters. The Millennium Falcon and the TIE Fighter, probably two of the most iconic ships in Star Wars. The individual sets rather than the big joint up ones, which cost upwards of £20 each. The individual ones only cost £8 regular retail price, I believe, and I got them for slightly cheaper at £6 each. I thoroughly recommend them. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Although I don't know what that will be yet. Goodbye. Oh yeah, and subscribe, like and comment. Thank you.